Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Jakara. I know I've been gone for a little while, so I'm glad to be back. Had some, some tragic news in my family, so I had to take care of that whole situation. And I'm still grieving a little bit, but I'm back. And today we're going to be talking about my plans for getting the garden ready for spring and growing vegetables and all that good stuff. So if you want to see how I prepare our garden for all the good vegetables and all the good flowers and everything that we have here, then stay tuned. This garden bed has already started sprouting peonies. That's what these are. You see the green, and then these reddish ones are peonies. So I look forward to those blooming very soon. This garden bed has all my hyacinths and some daffodils too. So I'm pretty excited to see these bloom every year. They're so pretty. The purple and the pink, so gorgeous. And then these daffodils are pretty too. Look at that one, so pretty. So unfortunately these don't last that long. They'll probably be up here for another week and then they'll die off, which is unfortunate. So here is my rose bed. I had 2 climbing roses that I planted in this bed. I don't think they survived the winter. I don't think I planted them deep enough. I even cut them back a little bit, and I don't know. It looks like the soil sank around them, and I tried to put like leaves and things over them to keep them from freezing, the root ball from freezing. So I don't think they're alive. I'm gonna have to replant some climbing roses because they're supposed to climb on this trellis here, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't think they're alive. I looked. One way to tell is if you peel back, it's still green at the base, so maybe they are alive. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully they will revive and start growing and climbing, but I won't hold my breath or anything. And the grass has grown, so it's gonna need to be cut soon. I don't want it to get as high as it did last year with, it was up to my knees. It was so high, but I could cut it while it's still low here. I just wanted to wait till all the daffodils kind of came, the dandelions came out, because I harvest the dandelions for tea and tinctures and salves that are like medicinal. So I use these dandelions for medicinal purposes, and there's plenty of them. And then the last portion of getting the garden ready is that I want to wash the covers for my sectional here, the cushions, the cushion covers for my sectional. Oh my gosh, let's get it together here. And my chairs, because I put those in the garage, but they still have stains on them from last year, and I always wash them anyway every year. So yeah, they get stained every year. I don't, it's just from the weather and stuff. And I think I need to get I'm definitely gonna have to get a cover, like a sectional cover, outdoor sectional cover, so that I can keep them stain free, keep them from getting ruined. All right, so the first task I'm going to do is to clean these beds out, remove these cages, these tomato cages, and just kind of generally clean all the weeds and everything. I'm going to do all of the beds and then we'll move on from there. So let's get to it.
So casually keep diving into concrete, so bittersweet, huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me?
All right, so I got all the branches and the vines and all that stuff out of the beds. So what I do now is I turn over the soil. I'm gonna add more soil to it, but this kind of like buries any weeds or anything that, you know, I can't like pull out individually. Like I pulled some of the weeds and I'll pull some more, but I turn over the soil just to kind of freshen it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna add later on, not today, but more soil on top of it, just to kind of like freshen up the bed a little bit. I don't know if this is the correct thing, but this is what I do. And I grow tomatoes every year. I grow cauliflower, broccoli, eggplants. I grow all the things and it seems to work for me. So I don't know, it might work for you. So let me start doing that now.
Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker.
So as you can see, the beds are nicely turned over. They're nice and moist. It did rain for the last couple days, so I like that, you know, it made the soil a little easier to like turn over. So it's ready for the new layer of topsoil that I'm going to put on there. I have to go to Home Depot and get that. But yeah, good progress. I think the next thing I'm going to do is get rid of these weeds, these dandelion weeds, off the patio here. So let me do that.
When I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark, maybe just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand. Up to my knees. Keep losing sleep, I'm at extreme at midnight. So hard to please. Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark, and maybe just a better kind of bitter.
All right, my lovelies, that is it. That's the end of the video. I'm starting to have some back pain, so I can only do a little bit at a time these days. And I did what I could do today. It's a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day. I feel so blessed to be out here. I get my hands in the dirt and connect to nature. And we just had Earth Day, and you know, I really do enjoy the earth in general. Now, the people on Earth, that's a whole other story, but Earth, she gives us so much. She's so bountiful, and we just need to respect her. I didn't do the lawn because, again, back pain, but also I'm going to be harvesting some of those dandelions. If you want to see how I do that and what I do with that, like I said, I make salves, like a dandelion salve, and I make a tincture out of it. If you want to see how I do that, you know, I can do a video on that for you. But Yeah, and they're pretty good. You can use them for teas, like the roots you can use for teas and stuff. So anyway, I'm so glad to be back out in nature in wonderful weather, and it's not cold. I'm so excited. I love the spring. I love to hear the birds chirping and the flowers blooming, and it's like a rebirth. The earth is rebirthing itself. So anyway, I'm going to stop yammering. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. This is just the first in a series of spring, summer garden videos that I'm going to be doing. And I do this every year. So every year I try to bring a whole new element to the series. And yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see what else I get into, we're going to go back to going inside and cleaning that hoarder room as well. And I got some other ideas that I'm going to be working out here in the garden and in the garage. So if you want to see that, then go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload my next video. Thank you guys so much for all of the condolences on the loss of my kitten. He was only 9 months old, so I'd like to dedicate this video to him. We may have only had him for a short time, but we loved him dearly, and we will always remember him. And anyway, I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Until I see you next time, take care.